Welcome to your new moon oracle card reading and guidance for the next couple of weeks. This is the beginning of August. August 8th is the new moon in 2021, but whenever you're seeing this, there's helpful information for you. This is a pay what you can workshop, so I look forward to receiving your support and donation as this is a business. I look forward to helping you too if you need any coaching or private work. I'm going to open with a singing bowl. It's a clearing. It's like a sound version of sage, if you've ever used sage. So call in protection and blessings and ask that our eyes are able to see, our ears to hear, and our hearts to know the truth that is for us. So I'm using the Threads of Fate Oracle card deck, and I'll just shuffle and we'll see what comes out. Sometimes none come out for a while. This time, okay, so they went on the floor too. So I'm gonna start with the ones that came right out and stayed on the desk. They are self-love and the sovereign. So self-love is a peacock, and the sovereign is a crown that has like ram's horns and seashells and crystals, and a crescent moon, which is sort of appropriate for the new moon, but it's a little off. All right, and let me grab the other cards that fell. So the one that landed face up is Take Risk, and which is a goat, like a mountain goat that's draped in pearls. I think of those as pearls of wisdom, and climbing a really mountain goats are amazing that they can climb a unbelievably difficult. As someone who's seriously afraid of heights, they can climb sheer cliff faces with just a couple of inches. I don't know how they do it, but it's amazing. This card came up, I think, in the last reading also, which is kind of interesting. And then there's a moon behind that, and with light emanating behind it, which is perfect. It's exactly what happens with that's how, new moons, you don't really see the moon because the sunlight isn't hitting it at all. It's not reflecting any light. So take risk. All right. And then the other card is release. Ugh. And this is a frog. And one of the interesting things about this is that frogs, like snakes, but shed their skins. Apparently it's more often. I did not know about this, so I don't know any details and I can't confirm this. But apparently when they shed their skins, they eat it, which I think is really marvelous. Leave no trace, don't leave anything behind. And then they digest that old skin and they use that energy and nutrients to grow, which I think is highly appropriate for us as people in metaphysical sense of, you may be shedding something, letting go of something. This is a really good time to shed and a new moon is a good time to shed and let go of something so that you can grow and move forward, because new moons are times to sort of, in a sense, plant seeds, to request things to grow, whereas full moons are theoretically when we let go of things. I think full moons are incredibly powerful, so I've had some interesting reactions using the full moon to create things also. But anyway, so here's the release, telling us to let go of things. And that is the card that fell with take risk. So when you're growing, I'm looking at the cards and I'm like, what's the pattern? There's two groupings, but what So in order to take the risk, I think you need to release and you let go of any burdens you're carrying that aren't useful for you. If there's any way in which you can transmute them, digest them, take them in, which is a perfect, metaphor for understanding what you've been through, but that you don't need to carry it anymore. Because where you're going, you're gonna have a journey. You're gonna be doing some mountain goaty things, and you don't need to be carrying a big ass backpack. You need to travel light. Now this may be literal, like in a going on a vacation thing, but this is a serious journey. This is not like a little toddle down the road. This is some real work in the world on yourself. So in a metaphysical sense, you want to process, think through, feel through, your emotions, the things that you've been through, and transmute them into something that is helpful for you. You don't need to carry that burden around anymore. It would be, a gross example would be leaving a dirty Band-Aid on. When it's time, you need to take that Band-Aid off and let your skin heal again. It needs fresh air, it needs the sunlight, and your skin does heal itself. So you got to get rid of the dirty Band-Aids. They're not helping anymore. That's part of what I take from that. So these two cards together. So I think that's really about getting ready to move on in a big, big way. All right, now the other two cards that came out together are Self-Love and the Sovereign. So I want you to think about yourself as a sovereign. A sovereign is a ruler, a king, a queen, an empress, so self-love is often, and there's an upside down triangle with the self-love, in case that has special meaning to you, as well as like a bright and shining circle. Both the Sovereign card with its crown design on it and the Peacock sort of have natural crowns. But the Peacock is talking about showing your true colors and shaking your tail feathers and being you in the world. Be proud of who you are. Carry yourself with grace and dignity. And the other part of this is the peacocks. So peacocks that are showy and have the gorgeous plumage, they're male. But one of the things that I think is really interesting about them, and I feel like this is coming up right now, is they're fucking feisty. They are loud when they feel like they need to be. They stake their claim, their territory, and they fight for it. And their tail thing, sometimes they just walk around and it just kind of like trails behind them and is just beautiful, gorgeous, mesmerizing. I absolutely love them. But when they raise it up and they get it all, they shake it kind of to get it all in the right place. There's dominance going on. Like they're showing, they're staking their claim. They are declaring their space, their territory, their place in the world. And I want you to do that too. It's good for you. It's good for all of us to do it. And with the Sovereign, it's about being the king or queen of your life, being the ruler of your life, owning it, loving it, taking care of it, taking care of yourself. Being a sovereign, a good sovereign, means that not only do you have the right to make decisions, it's your job to take care of the people and animals and land that are in your charge. I think it's great. Some people might be scared of it, but you have to do this for you, for your life, for your well-being. All right, I'm going to pull another couple of cards. The top two, the Universe and Versatility. So this is for somebody, this is for somebody particular. I don't know who you are, but this is about you. So we've got sort of a threads of fate and pearls of wisdom dripping off a hand on the universe card. It's like a globe and a moon, and then surrounded by light. And then the versatility card. I call this the pot card. It's a leaf of marijuana. And it's dripping with it looks like dripping with sappy goodness. And again, this is the versatility card. So, hemp and pot it is an amazingly versatile plant, with many healing uses, as well as recreational uses. And the plant, the fibers are extraordinarily useful. So, and here's another aspect to it. It is a strong plant. It is hardy. It is adaptable. So if you are thinking about yourself, you're hardy, you're strong, you're adaptable, you're versatile, and look for the options of I'm gonna have to find a better way to say this, but the options of versatility in your life. What can be versatile? Be open, be creative. You may only think of something or some aspect of your life in one way, but be open to being super creatively resourceful with that, whether it's an object or a situation. Look for all the other ways that you can use it to your benefit. And don't get stuck in the la la land aspects of it. There are some very, very practical, concrete uses for whatever that is. So then the going back to the universe card, what's your place in the universe? Declare it, stake it, make it, take it. Yes, there's an aspect of fate. And there are strings that are sort of being pulled that are beyond our earthly vision for most people, that are beyond something that we can do about it. But what is your place in the universe? Do it. Be you. All right. So I'm going to do a little more sound bowl, and then I'm going to do a little meditation visualization that incorporates all the stuff that we just talked about. So what I want you to do is call in your helper beings. If those are angels or gods and goddesses or the divine, Holy Spirit, Shekinah, ask for help in recognizing what it is that you can release and transmute into something that fuels your journey forward. Ask for guidance as to each step to take to get up that mountain safely and successfully. And as you're doing these things, if you have a chance, write them down. Or, maybe you've got a great memory, but ask for visuals for knowing, so that you get very specific steps to take. Ask open up to guidance about what is it that you can be versatile about. And know that as you do these things, you are enacting, putting into action, embodying self-love and the sovereignty over your own life and your place in the universe. Not just the world, but the universe. You are special. You were created not by accident, but on purpose, with divine spark and guidance and protection. And you can call that in anytime you want it. So, divine love, thank you for bringing us together today. Please help everybody who's watching this, whenever it is that they watch it, to appreciate themselves, to take care of themselves, and to enjoy themselves and their lives, and to creatively see what they can do. All right, many blessings. Again, thank you for paying what you can. And if you're interested in working with me privately, there will be a link in the show notes so that you can set up an appointment. And I have a course called Get Your Life Back. It's designed to help you reconnect with your intuition and to heal traumas from a spiritual base. And then I also have books available. So all those links will be in the show notes, and I look forward to talking with you. I would absolutely love to hear, put in the comments what your experience was with us and what the things are that you are working on, getting rid of, transmuting, the next steps that you're going to take. And let's all support each other as a community. Cheers, everybody. Buy a couple of my journals. They're a great way to track your self-care and keep yourself positive.